What's going on, guys? Ryan here, and today we are going to be working on the bathroom renovation, and more specifically, we're going to be working on installing the shower. There's several different ways of installing a shower, and my shower has these like plastic walls here. There's the other one, and in the instructions, it tells you that you have to frame the bathroom, like the walls where the walls of the shower are. You have to frame them differently. There's a lot of studs here, and some of them, instead of being this way, they're this way, and they're different spacing. For this particular shower, you also need to add OSB on top of the framing, and it tells you exactly how to do that. And also, you need to add some 1x3 furring strips for a certain part of it too. And that's really all because of the shower walls. They are some sort of plastic. And there is like a lot, this wall kind of pops out a little bit. So there's space, there's air behind this wall. And when you knock on it, you want it to be solid. You don't want it to be hollow. And over here, this is where the shower door attaches to. And you want this to be solid. So if you have to screw anything into it, it's going to be wood and not just air, and then mush this backward. So that's what I'm doing today. Yesterday I took the time to do the rest of the installation. I didn't want to bore you with that. And it's not pretty, but this is already like a secondary wall. There's already insulation on the exterior wall. So this is really just for noise, nothing else. And noise, I even mean noise like when you bang on the wall. It's solid. It sounds solid. It doesn't sound hollow, and that's why I did it, because I wanted to sound high quality. Because for some reason, hollow things just sound poor quality. But this morning, I went ahead and did some of the prep work. I measured out where the pieces of OSB need to be. I cut them to length and size. And then I did the hole for the handle for the shower. And I also cut down these 1x3s. I have everything measured out, but I cannot really do it by myself because these are still a little tiny bit heavy. And I need them to be up above the shower base about 2 inches. And I actually will have Ellie help me. And I think she'll be home in about an hour or so. And hopefully we can get this taken care of, and then I can do the rest, which would be installing the actual walls. I'm really hoping in this video, actually this video is going to be that, but I'm really hoping that I get the walls done today or tomorrow, so that I can have this video out on time. So I'm going to go ahead and put my other camera up, and it's going to be wide angle, and I'm going to just put it on record, and you're going to see the process of me and Ellie trying to fit these up here. Like I said, I've already done a lot of the marks and trying to figure out where they actually do go and how they get put up there. So I'll go ahead, and that'll be next.
Ew, my hair.
Oops. So this piece goes over here, and then we have to lift it up onto that piece of wood. But because this isn't completely level, I need help holding it up here while I drill it in, because I have there's a line right here that I need to match this side up. Yep.
Oh.
There. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll hold it, but I need you to get the one that's completely open. I need you to get 2 of those. I put that one in this hole. Here, I'll just do it. Give me the other one. Okay, and drill that one in.
You sure?
Yep.
My hands are shaking.
Alright, so while Ellie tries to put the screw in, I'm going to be doing something a little different in this video. I'm going to do a little bit of voiceover for the rest of it.
There you go.
I decided to do some pre-drilling so then she can get started unscrewing that board down while I figure out where the rest of the screws need to go. And then I pre-drill those holes while she waits around and watches me work, and then she goes ahead and starts screwing the screws in. Now I did end up doing it on the other board, on the other side, that OSB, but in this clip I went ahead and went to that board off to the side, a 1x3. And they're a little warped, so I had to kind of push and pull them in certain directions in order to get it lined up perfectly straight. Now on to the most daunting task, which is drilling into the shower wall. I did some measuring and found out where roughly the hole needs to be in order for the shower valve to go through, but not too big that you will see the gap. And as you can see, I had a little hard time with the light switch there, but I decided, forget about it, I'm just going to drill this hole. I don't really care. Now that was the hole from the outside, and that little blue tape on the back was a rough measurement of where the valve is in the shower. And I was pretty darn close to it, but I wasn't actually close enough. You'll see in just a second while we head over to the shower to dry fit this to see if I got a big enough or got the hole in the right spot. And after some jiggling around, it wouldn't move anymore because it's too close, or it's in the wrong spot. So I just decided to draw a little outline where I thought I would need to cut more of it, and then I went out and I cut it with the jigsaw, and then I came back in, put it back, and it seemed to fit.
Beautiful.
Now is time for the other side, which went pretty well. There wasn't much I really could do to adjust it. It just kind of fit in and just went up against the other shower wall. There's a little lip that it goes over. And after making sure that it was all level and good to go, I did some pre-drilling and I screwed the walls in. I already did it to the other side, and that just makes sure that it's in the right place and you can let go of it and it won't move. But now I need to make sure that I can put it back in the same exact spot. So I go ahead and mark all the stud locations and actually do lines on top of the shower wall itself, that little lip, to make sure I can line it up exactly where it's supposed to be. And after removing the shower walls, now is the time to put the adhesive down. And first you want to make sure it's a clean surface, but when you put it on, you're squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, and it gets really tiring and it hurts after a while. And I highly recommend a battery-powered caulking gun, which I didn't have at the time, but I do now. It's already too late, but it is what it is. After putting the rest of the glue down, go ahead and grab that shower wall and put it into place. Screw it back into the previous holes that you had, and just push it all the way around, make sure it has good contact. After installing all the screws around the wall, I went ahead and just pre-drilled one screw for the, I don't know what it's called. It's like it has like a barb on it. It's called like an extruded piece in the instructions, but you just want to go ahead and tape that down so it's not in your way and it's not moving everywhere. And I decided to do it a little differently. I decided to go like a few at a time and then drill holes, screw them in, drill a couple more, drill some more in. And that just made sure that after pre-drilling all the holes and then after a few times screwing in it didn't move anywhere. And now is the time to do another dry fit after installing that extruded piece. And after that, you just do the same thing. You just put the adhesive down, and then you put the shower wall into place, put down some pressure, let it sit, and then screw it in.
And we're done, guys. We got it done. It's been about 24 hours since I finished this. And that's because the adhesive for the walls is like kind of completely dry, or that's kind of what the instructions say. But this is what it looks like. I'm super happy with it. I'm excited. I think it looks great. You can obviously tell that this isn't centered within this wall. And I guess if when I was doing the floor pan, it told me to do some of this framing, and this one is kind of one of the reasons why I couldn't have the valve centered. But even if I did have it completely centered right here, like it would be right here, and then this stud would be in the way. So I would have to figure that out. But honestly, I'd much rather it be kind of closer to the shelf, because it would have been just like straightforward with the shower head. And I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't think it really bothers me. It is like almost middle of the shower, but it's just not in the middle of the tile. So that's why it looks so off. But in all honesty, I think it's completely fine. And it was not that hard to do, actually. It's not that hard to get this all set up and whatever. The pan, though, that was the hardest. That one I actually had to redo when I first did it, and it honestly is still not perfect. The floor pan is a little bit higher out in this back corner, so with the shower walls, the gapping underneath is not perfect. It's not the same, but it's fairly close, and you don't notice it until you actually like go down to the floor and look at it. But honestly, that's it for today's video. It's a pretty short video. It's pretty just kind of straightforward, I think. I'm super excited. So what is the next step now that this is done? Well, the first thing I need to do is finish some of this flooring right here, because actually this piece over here is missing because I had to do some of this floor leveler over here, and I just never finished that process of adding the tiles underneath because I put the ram board down and I just kind of forgot about it. But I need to finish the flooring in the doorway at least, so that way I can do the drywall. Because doing the flooring when the drywall is installed, it's a little bit harder. But once that's completely done, the flooring right here, then the drywall. And the drywall is going to not take that much time, because it's pretty much just one sheet, a part of a sheet, which is kind of just a one sheet, and then two on this wall, and then two on this wall, which it could end up actually just being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just 6. I might not even have to get 8 sheets or 7 that I would actually need. I could probably just do with 6 because of how much waste that this doorway is going to produce. I can probably actually fit it up here in these spots. So it's not going to take that long. And then after the drywall, that's when I can start mudding, and then doing texturing and then painting. And then that's when things will really start to come together, because that's when I can install the toilet, install the vanity, do all the light switches and the lights and the fan up here, and then just do the shower door, and then I can do the shower head, and then we would be done. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I'm going to just take one step at a time, and I truly believe that even at the rate I'm doing it now, I will more than likely finish this bathroom before the end of March. And I'm really shooting for that to be like no later than the end of March. But things, happen, things come up, so plans change all the time. So that's why I'm kind of giving myself the end of March to completely get this done. But I think I'm actually going to get it done sooner, because like I said, the drywall is not going to take that long. After that, it's going to take a few days to do the mudding and the taping because of all the process of letting it dry, sand, and put some more on, let it dry, and sand, and do it again. And then after that, it's just texture, prime, paint, and then you can start putting things together. It's gonna come pretty darn fast, and I'm really excited for it. And then once this bathroom is done, I don't know really what to do next, because I have two major things. This room, the laundry room, and obviously I need to do insulation and drywall, but I also need to do a little bit of electrical in here still. And I need to completely put this piece all the way down, but I also need to insulate all the pipes down in the crawl space, because I didn't do that yet because I don't have all the insulation for the pipes. But long story short, I don't know if I'm going to do the laundry room next to kind of get it completely done, and then move on to the closet, our bedroom closet, and kind of try to get that done because that's when I have to take out the old bathroom. But I don't really want to do the laundry room quite yet because of the electrical panel. I have this little panel right here up in the ceiling to help with like getting all the wires down, and it'll help me a lot with rewiring anything that I need. And I don't know if I'm going to rewire anything. I don't know if I'm going to run different lines. I don't know what I'm going to do. And I just need to figure that out before I close it up because I definitely don't want to take it all apart and have to do it again. But on that note, that will be it for today's video. And the next one will be drywall. I probably won't show you. I might show you a little process of the flooring because I think I did show you in one of my previous videos how I did it, or what, like maybe a time lapse, but I might show you a little bit because these are the most complicated cuts. You got an angle wall here, and then you have it on this side too. And yeah, with that being said, and that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack that like button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on post notifications. It'll help me out a lot. And I'll see you guys all next time.